Hey dating masses, Michael here with idateadvice.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today's topic is a special one. It is close to my heart and to many hearts, as it can sometimes be very hard to deal with. It's how to confirm cheating in a relationship. A lot of people ask me, how do I make sure that I'm right about what I'm feeling? How do I know for sure without just being lied to or accepting what they're saying as truth? And what it comes down to is that you have to be really comfortable, honest with yourself, and you have to objectively approach this. You have to be a very logic-based thinker to really use what I'm going to talk about here. We don't want to be cheated on, obviously, as people. We frown upon that. But I will preface this with the notion that not all people are monogamous, and not everybody is designed to be in a relationship. So try not to judge too hard also if you do find out that somebody's cheating, just let that go. Let them go, rather. They may not know fully who they are yet. They may still be developing as a person. So that being said, we all desire for a relationship, right? And it's ultimately to reach and maintain a level of happiness, whatever that means for each individual. We don't like to think about it, but sometimes desire can get in the way of that very happiness that we strive for. And we find ourselves in question of our partner's faithfulness. So it is in your best interest to know for sure if you're being cheated on. So let's discuss some ways to verify what's really happening. The steps discussed in a moment are not for those with a hunch or a mere thought that they might be getting cheated on, because we all have those thoughts, right? Jealousy just provokes that kind of thought. It's past that. It's more than that. It's for those who already have witnessed a change in behavior in their partner, distance, that one person is putting between them and the other, really kind of over-the-top privacy and secretive behavior, sneaky actions, and unexplainable late nights at the office. Remember, it's never a good idea to violate someone's trust unnecessarily. And if you are seen snooping around, looking for clues, looking to be what I'm going to talk about, to figure it out for sure, it could be worse on your behalf, because that person is not cheating. You just went through all this rigmarole for nothing, and then you're probably going to lose your relationship anyway if they think that they can't trust you. So, that being said as well, step one. It's appropriately what we kind of talked about. Ask yourself, can I justify this? Knowing that the other person is cheating or finding out that the other person is cheating, first comes to the question of, is it really happening? Is it really possible that it's happening? Am I thinking too much into it? Is his or her behavior really indicative of cheating, or am I just making it out to be that way? Don't dismiss your instincts. I'm definitely not saying that, because when you really feel something strongly, you should never dismiss it. But don't assume infidelity as step one. Don't just assume they're cheating. For example, I'm dating a girl. I tell the girl I'm going to go out to lunch with a friend of mine who also happens to be a girl. Now she drives by and sees this. She comes back and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing? I can't believe you guys were having such a great time. You guys look like you were maybe all over each other, this, that, and anything." And if I wasn't cheating, then she is in the wrong. Don't get ahead of yourself. Make sure you ask yourself objectively the question, can I justify this? 2 is that if you truly feel that there's a reason to believe you're being cheated on, become your own detective. Do your homework. Follow the person if you have to. Okay, there are actually, I don't have firsthand experience with this, but a very close friend of mine purchased a GPS system on Amazon. You can get it anywhere, really, any online spy store for about $60. And he put this thing in his girlfriend's car. It turns out she was cheating. He actually followed her car, and she had said she wasn't, but it turns out she was. So you can't always rely on the person to tell you honestly what's going on. So you kind of have to be your own detective. If that person is spending way extra hours at work than they should have been, or they're coming home smelling like a perfume or a cologne that you're not familiar with, get there before they get out of work. I don't necessarily promote tracking somebody, but if you do what you have to do to figure out from a distance what's going on. Now that's the key. You have to be smart about being your own detective. You can't wait outside somebody's door and just follow them. If you're going to figure out things and put clues together by yourself, you need to take it as a very serious approach, and you need to be very good at it. So Be careful with that one, okay? Don't be seen, but make sure that you see what you know to be true with your own eyes. Nobody can refute that once you see it. The third point is straight up ask, okay? Be forthright and forward about your suspicions for your partner. Don't accuse. Don't say, listen, Allie or Alex, I know you're cheating on me. I don't have any proof, but I know it. If you have a good line of communication with the person that you're dating, this shouldn't be a problem. You shouldn't have to necessarily plant a GPS. You could skip that whole step altogether. And you could just be straight up and honest and say, listen, this is why I'm thinking. These are your behaviors that I'm seeing that are making me think this way. They may just deny it. Now, if they do deny it, you have a decision to make yourself. You can either stay with them and accept that denial as truth and honestly wash away all of the rest of your suspicions, or you could just walk away from the relationship. All too frequently, I speak to people who are in a situation where they know in their heart they're being cheated on, but they can't prove it. And I say, why are you with that person still then? You can't live suspiciously. You can't live your whole life in a state of suspicion. It's not healthy. So get out of it. If it's not right for you, just get out of it. You may be right. They may be cheating. But you may just as well be wrong. Don't jump to conclusions before you know for sure what's going on. And luckily, depending on the situation, plenty of relationships can actually be saved with communication, even when one person involved has admitted to cheating. So give it some thought and keep an objective and open mind. Try not to be too biased. All right, dating masses, thank you so much for watching for this special edition. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to get a new dating advice video each and every week. We welcome your questions and comments, and as always, we reply absolutely free of charge. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, dating masses. Michael here with idateadvice.com. Today's topic is interracial dating advice. A little more serious, a little more sensitive than some of our other topics, but relevant to the world we live in nonetheless.